Hi guys, bonjour à tous, it's Romy. Welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial on how to make a silk scarf is the very first DIY dedicated to helping you make a great wedding on a budget. I am sure that your bridesmaids will be thrilled to receive such a gorgeous gift, and if you'd rather a vegan option, there are plenty of non-pricey polyester fabric available on the market too. Just make sure it is shiny on both sides. So, to keep the budget extra tight, which is the challenge, I'll be using the fabric of a saree that I bought second-hand. That is €8 if I remember correctly, while traveling to Mauritius. The saree is gorgeous, plus it is very long, so every girlfriend of yours is gonna get her own scarf. Let's get started. C'est parti! Because I wanted to hem only two sides, I decided to keep the original width of the saree, which is 115 centimeters, and then for the length of the scarf, I went for about 135 centimeters, and I used the pattern of the fabric to make sure that my cutting was straight. So here is the first side I have to hem, and then the second side. So next you want to pick a matching thread that perfectly blends in the fabric. Don't cut it too long, this way you'll avoid knotting situations. Wax also prevents knots, and if you don't have any, you can also run your finger like so down the length of the thread, which also helps reducing knotting. I'm using a very fine and long needle and just making a simple knot at the end of the thread. I am now placing the fabric with the wrong side facing me. I quickly cut again the edge that frays madly, which, by the way, prevents me of using the rolled hem technique, and instead I decided to fold the corner, then fold the fabric a first time and then a second time on top of it before making an invisible stitch. Also remember to do the same at the end of the hem by folding in the left corner. You just need now to make a few little stitches as discreet as possible to sew the corner in place before making the invisible stitch, which is the same that you would do with a rolled hem if your fabric allows it. The beginning, this part is the most difficult because you have to hold yourself the fabric, which is not easy. So the invisible stitch goes like so. You make a little stitch in the main fabric, very little, and then about 1 centimeter within the hem, like so. A tiny stitch here, and then about 1 centimeter inside the hem. When I have done enough stitches, I use a weight to hold the fabric in place, which makes the sewing so much easier. You can also pin it to something, like your trousers, but I prefer weights when the fabric is too fragile like this old silk. Also be careful not to pull the thread in the opposite direction of your sewing. Et voila! The hem on this side is done. I am now going to iron it, which is going to make a huge difference, trust me. Just make sure not to put the heat of your iron too high. I recommend that you try it out before on a scrap of your fabric. Oh, I love it! Don't move your fabric before it has cooled down. This is a view of the other side. Voila! And now I'm going to make the other hem. This way you'll be able to see another time the stitch. So this is tiny stitch and then 1 centimeter inside the hem. Tiny stitch, 1 centimeter inside. Et voilà, it's done, c'est terminé! To reduce wrinkles, you can roll the scarf like so. It makes it quite nice looking and ready to be given away. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. It's not difficult, it is long, but you can, listen to your favorite podcast at the same time. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, to subscribe to my channel, and to share this tutorial around. You can also leave me a nice comment. Bye bye! À bientôt!